NXT took place tonight in the Performance Center in an empty arena, and I think there was a lot of people who were very sad tonight. I don't know if this was taped live or if it was taped before the show, but there is going to be a lot of problems if the show was live because there was a lot of people who are really angry today. A lot of wrestlers were released by the WWE today. I believe they released, I don't know the number of wrestlers, but it was probably over 20 in total. Maybe under, I'm not sure. But it was a lot of wrestlers, a lot of on-screen talent, a lot of talent you saw on Raw on Monday, a lot of people. You saw people on SmackDown on Friday. And they released a lot of backstage producers, but I don't know if they really fired them. The way they said it, maybe they could bring them back once they go live, because if you're doing tape shows, there's no point of even keeping them there. But if you're going to go live again, maybe you need them back. That's what I was thinking. Maybe they just got laid off, some of these producers. And they also released numerous writers. They released backstage personnel. Everyone was fired, again, all the major shows. It was very sad. A lot of wrestlers on social media are taking it hard. So Drake Maverick's reaction, I did a whole video on this. It's a really bad situation. But let's talk about NXT. A lot of people are really down on WWE, so for some people it's going to be hard to get through this, or hard to watch the show because they're really mad at what happened. He had Finn Balor beat Fabian Eichner. This was okay. I thought Finn Balor for a while could even be on that. I thought Finn Balor could be on the list, to be honest, today, because they've been nothing with this guy. It's one of those situations where if he wants to be a good wrestler, he can wrestle in NXT, but if he seeks exposure, I think he needs to go back to the main roster because he's already gone through NXT. He's done everything he could in his first run in NXT. No one wants to see him back there. I don't like seeing guys go back to NXT. It's like seeing an NFL player go back to college football. You're done there. You're supposed to be in the big leagues. If you fail, you're done. That's how it should be. No, you don't get to just go back to the college football. It's like in Major League Baseball. If you go to the minor leagues, I hate saying NXT is the minor leagues because the product's way better than the main roster, but it shouldn't be a situation where you can go back to NXT. It still should be once you're done NXT, you go to the main roster. It can't go the other way around, in my opinion. So they may as well just get rid of Finn Balor at this point. I want to be against it, trying to fire everyone. If they're going to fire a lot of big names, I'm fine if they fire Finn Balor. You had a good Charlotte Flair segment. It's called A Flair for the Gold, The Next Generation. She talks about winning the title. She ran down her list of title defenses, and she beat everyone, and she left Ronda Rousey a broken woman, so I think she's a little bit angry on Ronda's fake comment. I even mentioned that Ronda Rousey's tirade this past weekend, calling wrestling fake fights. She didn't really say, oh, it's fake, those wrestlers are fake, they're not fighters, but she was just saying, doing a podcast with Steve-O, and she was talking about how, and she's saying it in a way where it's not demeaning. Yeah, I'm getting paid to do fake fights, I like all these chicks, and she didn't really say, she wasn't, I don't think she meant it in that way. And I think when she went on her tirade on Twitter after, she's in a situation where she's trying to save face because I don't think she wants to I think she does like the wrestling business, but it was just an awkward situation. And anyway, going back to Charlotte here, she did a good promo, and she'll face Io Shirai next. She'll probably beat Io Shirai. I see Io Shirai really sad on social media because she misses her man. I think her and Kairi Sane are both going to leave soon. I'm shocked Kairi Sane wasn't released today. Zia Lee beat Aaliyah. I don't think Aaliyah's really a star. I don't think she has much. She can get released too. They're going to keep firing people. Matt Riddle was on the phone with Pete Dunne, but I guess Pete Dunne's sick. I don't know what the situation is. He was supposedly on the phone with him. Akira Tozawa beats Isaiah Swerve Scott. Not a very good match here. They do a vignette that hypes the rival of Hydra, the Phantasma, no one cares. So next you have Tegan Nox taking on Raquel Gonzalez, and Dakota Kai's with Raquel. Dakota Kai won the feud at Tegan. Tegan won the first match, and Dakota won the second two. And this happens where Shotzi Blackheart interferes. She helps out Tegan Nox. Tegan was being double teamed by Raquel and Dakota. However, Shotzi Blackheart comes out. She makes the stop. She helps out Tegan, and Tegan gets a roll-up win and pins Raquel Gonzalez. Big surprise here. After the match, Blackheart waylaid Dakota Kai, and Gonzalez was distracted, and she went to chokeslam Shotzi, but Tegan rolled her up. That's how the match ended. And they gave it to Tegan Knox, and I wish they'd push Tegan. I think she can be a star. I think Tegan and Dakota, are they from Australia or New Zealand? I don't know. I think they're from there, but they can put the two of them on the main roster. They can give them the Iconics role and get rid of the Iconics. They should be at least two. They do a Keith Lee telling of his story. You know what? If NXT, they can just air shows from TakeOver. Just air past TakeOver matches. Do stuff like that. They have so much content. It's crazy. Anyway. He did well. I thought Keith Lee came off really likable. Really good mini documentary. He had Dexter Lemus beat Tehuta Miles. This is a shitty show. Show's no good. It's like, alright, we're just killing time. Adam Cole is poolside. He does a promo, mocks about Velveteen Dream. This is just no good. I mean, they were plugging a face-to-face segment. We don't get that at all. I guess we'll get it later. Velveteen Dream has interaction with Finn Balor, and Dream challenges Balor to a match next week on NXT. They also announced they have 3 matches in the Cruiserweight title. Who cares? And Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick, yeah. He is wrestling. That's his last match with the WWE, and they get a big ovation. Oh, shit, now it's an empty arena. What am I saying? Oh, man, I wished he wouldn't wrestle. I think, they released him. It should be it for him. Maybe they bring him back. I don't know. That's too bad. Shotzi Blackheart is teaming up with Tegan Knox against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez next week. And something from the angle they set up earlier. Malcolm Bivens cuts a promo, and eventually we get the main event, which is Matt Riddle. This is another TakeOver match. So we've had, this is the 4th TakeOver match. He had a triple threat title. It's a triple threat North American title 2 weeks ago. Last week was the women's ladder and the Gargano Ciampa. Here you're going to get the tag titles as the main event, I guess, next week. Or 2 weeks is the NXT title, but they're blowing off the TakeOver match. And this is a TakeOver match in the main event here. This is okay. Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. It's his opponent. It's his partner. Take on the Escudero, which is Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish, who are teaming up. They have a good matchup here, a good main event. Went on for a while, had a good, solid match, good, enjoyable match. But I thought the AEW's main event blew it away. NXT had a good tag main event, but Moxley and Hager had a much better match than this. So that was NXT. I didn't like it. I didn't think NXT was very good tonight. One of the weaker NXT shows I've seen in a while. Not a very good show. I thought Dynamite was a much better show, to be honest. But that was NXT. Capping off Black Wednesday, which I named today. As the WWE released numerous talent, and I think this will be known as one of the darker days in WWE history.